I have often wondered what it takes to achieve the unimaginable. These legends who make a mark for themselves in various fields, what metal are they made of? To be the only member of the US Army Forces to clear the Navy SEAL training, US Army School Ranger training, Air Force Tactical Air Force Ranger training, to have run more than 60 marathons and triathlons, to hold the Guinness World Record for completing 4,030 pull-ups in a span of 24 hours. The unbelievable fact is that all these achievements were completed by one person, the author David Goggins, whose book I'm going to talk about in today's review. In this incredibly uplifting autobiographical self-help book, David Goggins shares his journey which led him to become the toughest man on the planet. In Can't Hurt Me, Master Your Mind and Defy the Odds, David reveals a path that can be followed by anyone to push past limits, eliminate fear, and live life to the fullest. David states that life is unfair, and the sooner we accept this fact, the better prepared we are for it. David was not looking for fame, money, or a pat on the back. He was looking for fulfillment, and the only way he could achieve that was by going to war with himself. David was born in 1975 in New York. His abusive father forced him to work in his disco, sometimes way past midnight, and David would sleep in the office. He often watched his father getting violent with his mother over trivial matters. When he was 8, his mother escaped with him to Indianapolis, where they started a new life. Little did they know that they had walked into the center of racist part of rural America. David was the only black kid in the neighborhood, and he was bullied and hated at school. Having been exposed to toxic stress during childhood, he developed a stutter and his hair started falling out. He found it difficult to concentrate and study and resorted to cheating to clear the grades. Often the N-word was used for him. After schooling, David wished to join the Air Force, but he knew that he neither had the acumen nor the education that the Air Force demands. And then there was the very difficult ASVAB test, Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery test to clear. David took a hard look at himself and decided to change himself completely. He shaved his head, changed his style of dressing, and wrote down every single goal of his on paper. He stuck these goals onto his mirror and called it the accountability mirror. Having worked hard, he cleared the ASVAB test and was one step closer to joining the military, yet there was one other hurdle in his path, and that was his fear of water. David was diagnosed to have sickle anemia in a medical examination, and he took this as an escape route to quit, for the mind always looks for excuses to give up. He then started working as a pest control technician during the nights. He worked in such filthy conditions that his health suffered, and then by the time he decided to quit, he was overweight and weighed 300 pounds. One day he chanced to see a TV documentary which covered the training and life of Navy SEALs and felt highly motivated to become a Navy SEAL. He approached a number of recruiters but was rebuffed due to his overweight and was told to shed the extra weight of 107 pounds in a span of 3 months. He then walked, ran, cycled, and exercised at the gym and lost the weight. He cleared the Navy SEAL training on his 3rd attempt. David thrived on challenging himself. He completed a number of marathons and triathlons and also the Badwater 135 race. During the race, David lost control of his bladder and bowel and completed the race with great difficulty in a span of 19 hours with a number of broken bones on his feet. Here, David talks about the 40% rule. He observes that most people give up challenges when they have used only 40% of their potential. They need to push themselves further and tap the remaining 60%. Next, David won the Guinness World Record for completing 4,030 pull-ups in the year 2013. The main takeaway from this book, viewers, is that pain, whether it is physical or mental, is finite. It all ends eventually. By the time you would have read Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, you would have kicked the victim mentality in the butt. I give this book a top rating of 5 out of 5 and highly recommend it to people of all ages. Thank you.